Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 7 Japanese cruiser Myoko. It has 10 main guns, 8 secondary guns, 12 torpedoes, 62 AA guns, a top speed of 35.6 knots, total health 39,200. Modules used: reduce crit chance on main battery, increase AA range, reduce flood and fire chance, faster rudder shift. For my commander, situational awareness, basic survivability, faster turret traverse, lower chance of fire, lower cooldown on damage control, and advanced firing training. We're on the map north, and I'm spotted at sea by this enemy cruiser. Unfortunately, looks like he's going to D. I'll meet you there, buddy. Because the way the map works in open beta versus closed beta, C and D are intrinsically connected. They've got a nice gap between them. In closed beta, there was no gap, and most of the teams wanted to just make it about A, B, and C, and only 1 or 2 token ships would ever head over to D. But now it's a lot more interesting. I love to take C and then transition straight to D. And this enemy destroyer shows up and he pops smoke, and he slows down just enough that we don't kill him. We do land 2 shots and do over 2k damage to him, and now he's gone. We're going up against a Tier 9 enemy aircraft carrier. So there's going to be a ton of aircraft in this game, and of course, first shots we take, one of our torpedo tubes on our starboard side is destroyed. There goes my plan. My plan was originally to use those torpedoes on this enemy cruiser at D. Now I have to change my tactics. Now you can see I had all my turrets pointed starboard. I have to switch it around. I don't have enough torpedoes on the starboard side to kill him, so I have to use the port side. So what I'm going to do, bring all my turrets to face port. I won't have them all up in time, and hopefully this enemy will stay broadside so I can attack him both with my guns and with my torpedoes. Now initially I had HE loaded. I instantly swapped to AP because a broadside cruiser at 3 kilometers. Hello, this is easy mode AP shots. Now he angles, and unfortunately we can't penetrate his citadel. And he's moving away. It looks like he's engaged with my friendly. Pay attention to me. I'm the captain now. But no, he wants to kill my friendly. I don't know who my friendly is. I never actually look. I'm too focused in trying to do damage to the backside of the ship. And we're trying our best. It's a low armored part of the ship, and generally you can penetrate. And he must have landed a big shot because he destroys my friendly. And he turns his attention to me. Fantastic. Show me that waterline broadside. And we get 2 citadel penetrations. We take out propulsion. He's forced to have to use damage control. And the reload is so low that we're already up and ready to go. Another waterline. And there he goes. He melts. 5 citadels in 11 seconds. That's 50,000 damage. Nothing. Not one cruiser could survive that. So we unfortunately lose C in the process. We are going to try and capture D, but this enemy Atlanta sees us. The Atlanta has something like a 12.3 kilometer attack range, and the detection range is somewhere in the 11 kilometers. So they're very dangerous, but there's a nice 3 to 4 kilometers that I can work with where I can attack him, but he cannot attack me. And that's exactly what I'm going to try and do. And I guess the enemy carrier loves me because he's sent everything up here. I don't have defensive fire yet, unfortunately, so I have to deal with this in my own way and try and turn in before they activate. Unfortunately, we do not close the distance in time, and we take 1 torpedo. Luckily, it doesn't cause flooding, so we can keep our damage control cooldown for fires that might occur. Now, I'm all for the enemy carrier paying 100% to me because I can handle it. I've got fully upgraded ship, the best of the best, all anti-aircraft. I've got defensive fire, which is up now. And I'm going up against an Atlanta, which is not designed to fight me at this range. I really enjoy long-range engagements like this because I know I can land a lot of these shots, which I am, and he is going to have one hell of a time landing any of his damage. By the time he sees where his shots are going, he has already wasted half of the reload on the next set. That's just how the Atlanta works. You need to get real comfortable. It's basically just a big destroyer. Really slow velocity, really large arc, and you have to deal with that in your own way. And oh shit! An enemy destroyer, probably captured C, shows up on my port side. Instantly shift to him. Far too important to ignore. We land enough. Don't do as much as I would have liked. He pops smoke. We're about in his torpedo range, so we need to keep in mind we need to be ready to maneuver. And we do a big shot there. And, yep, of course, here come the torpedoes. We've got to turn. I think we'll be good. And this stupid carrier is keeping me spotted the entire time. We turned just in the nick of time. If we would have waited a half a second, we would have taken at least one torpedo. So, just in the nick of time. Now, I have a Nagato who came with me over to D. He's taken a lot of fire from the Atlanta and an enemy battleship. I'm really worried about that Farragut, though. The Farragut, now, he can't ambush the battleship, but he can help do damage to the battleship. So, the last thing I saw, he was going through that area between the large island and the two small islands, somewhere around the 9 line, and I would really like to move in and try and find him. As I'm doing that, I'm of course going to fire on this Atlanta. He's just in range to take fire, but I'm not leading quite as well as I need to. I still hate this stupid carrier, keeping me spotted the whole time. My friendly dies, and it's just me. Now, a lot of times, I'll see players face danger and accept that they're dead. They won't try and draw it out. We have 11 minutes in the game. I can reposition, perhaps get all the enemy aircraft to retreat and drop off the radar, and then I can ambush in my own terms, instead of trying to fight in close quarters combat at D. So, Farragut, where are you, Farragut? Oh, we're spotted. Oh, Mr. Farragut. That's unfortunate for you. Not. Yes. And I'm like, did you get stuck? He's not going to respond. Yeah. Poor Farragut. Maybe another game will have more success for you. But we are now completely off the radar. We can now re-establish on our own terms how to fight the enemy. Last thing we saw, there was an enemy battleship headed for D. Clearly, he has not moved into D yet, or we would have seen D being captured. Most of my team is near A, and they're pushing down the flank of the enemy base. The enemy has B and C. Now, here, we see that the enemy battleship, he's pretty full. That's unfortunate. We can't afford to fire when our broadside is shown, and we move into range somehow, unfortunately, and he fires, so we have to angle. Come on. Harsh turn. The rudder shift really helps here, and we take a critical damage on our torpedoes. He's running HE for some reason, but we're alive. If it was AP and a better shot, perhaps we would have died there. That was a little risky, but we land a really big 5K and set 2 fires. Now he has to use damage control, unless he wants to burn down. I don't know anyone who wants to burn down. And we have this island we have to maneuver, and he fires just as we're going past the island. We can't really turn. And of course, the other torpedo tube on the starboard side is completely destroyed. Now we only have tubes on the port side of the ship. But he is burning really bad. We've done probably 13,000 just in shots alone. And, oh, he just put out the fire. We probably did, in fire, probably 2K, 3K. He started out at 41,000, and now he's only at 13,000. We have caught up and are ahead in health pool. We maintain a harsh angle for AP shots, but he's still firing HE, so that's interesting. Based on the way I'm sailing, that's the effective ammo type to use, but Generally, you want to switch to AP and wait for your enemy to make a mistake, or be greedy like I am. I'm broadside. This would be a perfect opportunity for AP. I want to move in and finish him off. I don't want him to retreat or use his heal ability. And 2K is okay. 4 shots land. We are still interrupting the cap. Don't know why he's staying in the cap. Not a good strategy. But we're just moving in, trying to get fire set. Yeah, we set him on fire. Fantastic. His damage control is still down, probably for another minute and a half. He uses health, his heal ability, and we set another fire. So I believe we have 3 fires set on the ship. He's going to burn for 750 damage per second, and he is now showing his full side, and we're just taking a big shot of HE. 3 fires set, have to use damage control. That was a good shot by him. But it's not going to be enough. He's too low already. And we just need to land probably 1 more salvo with the fire to kill him off. And there you go, enemy. We get Arsonist too, which is nice. Now earlier in the fight, I noticed the carrier appeared in the back. Maybe that's why the aircraft were hounding me for so long. He was actually moving to this side of the map. So, in response, I'm headed straight for D, capture D, and move forward to take out an enemy aircraft carrier. Now, enemy aircraft carrier, tier 9. Very dangerous. He's already gotten 3 kills. And he's looking for more. And, yep, we find him right in front of us. First order of business, set him on fire. Get those decks burning. Looks like he had a plan, and that plan was to kill me. So I see that there's enemy torpedo bombers. Pop defensive fire. I have my aircraft out. We're going to try and kill him while maneuvering away from them. We want to maximize the time that we have our AA on the target. We take out 2. Defensive fire and the combination of the aircraft cause the inaccuracy. And we switch focus to the torpedo bombers that have yet to drop their load. And as we're trying to avoid the torpedo, we're just invariably running into the side of the map. Unfortunately, I don't really like being on the side because it's a little cheap. I just run smack in, and I'm just going to try and get this guy lit up. I really would love it if he would not. And I check to see if I can use torpedoes. You can see nothing on the starboard side. Nothing's available, Notser. You can't do that. We got him burning, though, which is awesome. His dive bombers miss, thankfully. And we are just going to angle so we can move away from the side of the map. The torpedo bombers are trying to bomb us. It looks like he put out his fires, so we have to deal with that. And his torpedo bombers drop, and it's not good for us. We can't really do anything. We have to sort of move along the side, or we're going to take a torpedo. But we have broadside on the sky. We're on fire. We put the fire out. We get high caliber in the process. Our secondary set him on fire, which is awesome. And we should kill him in this salvo or the next. No, we do a lot. Almost 5k. Come on, come on, reload, kill this guy. I do not want to die to him. He's just trying to kill me. He's trying to get his aircraft back up. And it looks like he burns down to our fire, which is awesome. And let's capture D. It only took us 15 minutes to capture D, but we did it eventually. It doesn't look like he was able to tell his dive bombers or torpedo bombers to attack me. So, we can safely capture D. We can move into range and try and attack the New Mexico. Although he doesn't have a lot of health, he is using his heal ability and gaining a little bit of health. But this nice gap will allow us to fire on him eventually, as long as we can move. And the game ends. So, that was a crazy fight for C&D, and the crazy rewards for it. 4 kills. That is a ton of credits. High caliber, arsonist. We had a citadel destruction. Look at this base XP! 4,000 556 base XP. Oh my god. It's because of the high tier stuff that I was fighting. We did something like 146,000 damage. Just a monster game. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you next time.